And I Ratna.
We are from the Midnight News. Our return to the issue of floods that hit the state of Selangor recently has resulted in some damage indeed.
Let's hear from Miss Wan Anis about what's going on at the moment on the scene.
On 16 December 2021, a tropical depression made landfall on the eastern coast of Peninsula for 3 days. The resulting floods affecting 8 states across the country have left at least 54 dead and 2 missing. During its furthest extent, it caused the continuing displacement of more than 71,000 residents and have affected over 125 people on the overall. The current flood situation in the Klang Valley, especially Hulu Langat areas, is deemed unpredictable with small area flooded, causing major roads to be closed and the number of victims evacuated to temporary evacuation centers to increase. The tide caused the local area to be flooded. The Selangor Drain and Drain Department informed that the total rainfall has reached 380 mm. Lastly, from the social media display, flooded roads and sentences voicing a scheme for help from individuals trapped by the floods fills social media.
Young men and women nowadays prefer to spend their time with small business so that it's become a big business.
Here we will discuss two businesses, namely Mr. Muhammad Shazarul, who is the founder of Popcorn, and Vivi, who is a businesswoman in Fashion Wallet.
Today I'm going to update you with the latest news from our country. From the headlines, in business, young founder success in business by selling popcorns. Tuan Muhammad Shazarul Ismail, the founder of Eng's Popcorn, is the fifth sibling from 8 siblings. Hail from Batu Pahat, Johor, raised in a modest family where his father was coconut packer and his mother is housewife. He's got the idea to sell popcorn when he tried to make popcorn using his sister's new machine. He named Eng's Popcorn to represent his great-grandfather. After Mr. Shazarul finishing high school, he worked in market by taking varieties of odd jobs such as peeling onions. He also helped his uncle run a small shop. He then continued his study in Pekan, Pahang, taking a diploma in automotive. However, due to financial constraints and family issues, he had to quit in order to help his family. He started small by promoting his popcorn brand in restaurants. He shared that it was embarrassing to ask for help and he must be ready for rejection. But he had to brave to promote his brand. Slowly, he joined the Rich Work program to learn how to be an entrepreneur. The skill he has learned really helped to become a great entrepreneur. Eng's Popcorn slowly taking in agents and stockists to expand the business. Now, Eng's Popcorn has hundreds of agents and stockists nationwide. In 2020 alone, Eng's Popcorn managed to earn RM8 million profit. The team has expanded to 50 staff and also a factory in Batu Pahat, Johor.
Vivi is also the CEO founder of the Dark Group, one of the fastest growing local brands in Malaysia, selling scarves, bags, cosmetics and more. Today, dark stores can be found in most major malls across Klang Valley in Malaysia. They often sells out their collections in minutes with queues outside their stores from as early as 6 a.m. Vivi cures the collaborations that Dark partners with, and this includes international brands like Disney, Sephora, Marvel, Miss Universe, and even one with the Crown Princess of Brunei.
Next, in complete our news, if there is no issue about someone who is generous like Abid Liu, the generosity shown by Abid Liu is often an inspiration for the less fortunate. This issue will be discussed by Ms. Awina.
Abid, or the name Abid Irawan Ibrahim Liu, said the donation was given to 3 district police headquarters IPD, namely Tun H.S. Lee, Dawangi and Sungai Buloh, as a sign of appreciation for the frontline others. He was helped many people in need with food supplies and little money for survival. Her never bothered with sharing of substance in terms of energy of money. Petaling Jaya, the famous creator Abid Liu, was donate foods, KFC and face masks for frontliners to PDRM at area Kuala Lumpur. Earlier, I visit several Royal Malaysian Police or PDRM station and gave them 500 packs of KFC fried chicken and 25,000 pairs of face masks. Give a few words of encouragement and prayers, which the tagline Sunnah Family and always calling on Muslims to follow the way of life of the Prophet ﷺ. In the partnership, he also expressed his appreciation to the PDRM staff who welcomed his arrival. Very good. All PDRM, all hands, everyone is ready and when everyone is asking for prayers and giving word to encouragement to the members of Abid Liu.
Recently, UNICEF has held a control party to celebrate the success of students who has finished their study. So, enliven the event, UNICEF has held several activities for UNICEF students, namely the arrival of guest artists such as Aiman Tino, Sisi Iman, and Ibius. Their arrival was most welcome when greeted with joy by UNICEF students. Not to forget, there are also activities that have been organized by UNICEF such as Mobile Legends tournament competition, night run, singing competition, which is a favorite of UNICEF students.
Moving us to the next segment, which is sport. There is no doubt that sport is an activity that can make us healthy and active. In the same case, sport can also be a factor of income as well as can raise the name of the country. Volleyball and basketball are popular sports. Volleyball is a game that can be played by both men and women. Volleyball game is played by 6 people in one team. Let's hear Shafiqa's opinion on these sport issues.
Reporting for RTI News will update you with the latest news from abroad. For the headline in sport, Singapore to host FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup in July. Here's for the details. 12 years after 3x3 basketball moved into the mainstream in Singapore, the Republic will host the 5th edition of the FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup from July 6 to 10. We are excited to bring back 3x3 to Singapore, where it all began, said FIBA Secretary General Andrew Zakris on its website. The first 3x3 gameplay, according to the FIBA rules, took place at the inaugural 2010 Youth Olympic Games, which Singapore hosted. The sport is a variation of basketball and is played 3-a-side with one backboard within a half court over a single 10-minute period. The first team to score 21 points or the team with more points at the end of the 10 minutes wins. If the teams are tied at the end of the regulation, they go into overtime, and the first team to score 2 points wins. After being promoted by FIBA through its 3x3 World Tour, World Cup and Continental Cup, the event made its Olympic debut at Tokyo 2020 last year,
Well, that's all we have today. I'm Shafika and I see you tomorrow.
Okay, we end our news tonight. This is all from both of us. Thank you for spending time with us in the Nightline tonight.